There are some places that are really hard to explain until you actually experience them, and teamLab BioVortex Kyoto is definitely one of those places. During our trip to Kyoto, we spent a few hours exploring this massive digital art museum, and honestly, I don't think any of us really knew what to expect. We'd seen pictures and videos before coming here, but seeing it on a screen and actually standing inside of it are two completely different things. Almost immediately, you realize this isn't really a museum in the traditional sense. You're not walking around looking at artwork hanging on walls. You're walking through it. The rooms are dark, the projections are enormous, and everything around you is constantly moving, changing, and lighting up. Some of these spaces felt almost peaceful, while others were completely overwhelming in the best possible way. And every time we thought we'd seen the coolest room, we'd turn a corner and find something completely different. One of my favorite things about teamLab was that there wasn't really a right way to experience it. Sometimes we just stood there and watched. Other times, the girls were running around trying to figure out what they could touch, what would move, and what would react to them. And that's part of what makes this place so much fun with kids. They don't have to understand the art, they can just experience it. There were lights moving across the walls, colors surrounding us from every direction, and these huge installations that completely changed the feeling of the room. At certain points, you almost forget that you're standing inside a building in the middle of Kyoto. I think that's probably what surprised me the most about this place. It wasn't necessarily one specific exhibit that made it memorable. It was the feeling of moving from one completely different world into another. You'd leave one room that was bright and colorful and playful, and then suddenly walk into something dark and quiet that felt almost otherworldly. And because so much of the artwork is constantly changing, your experience isn't necessarily going to look exactly like somebody else's. Even standing in the same room for another minute or two could completely change what you're seeing. And of course, one of my favorite parts was watching the girls experience all of this. As adults, I think we're sometimes trying to figure out what we're looking at or what something is supposed to mean, and kids don't really do that. They see something amazing and they immediately want to run towards it. They wanted to touch everything, chase the lights, explore every corner, and see what was coming next. And watching them experience it that way made the whole thing even more fun for us. Looking back at our time in Kyoto, we saw some absolutely beautiful places, temples, shrines, bamboo forest, and so much of the history that makes Kyoto special. And then there was this, something completely modern, immersive, and unlike anything else we did on this trip. That's what made teamLab BioVortex such a fun addition to our time in Kyoto. It was completely different from everything else we experienced, and I'm really glad we made it part of our trip. And if you're planning a trip to Kyoto, especially with kids, I definitely think this is one to add to your list. Pictures and videos are amazing, but they really don't compare to actually standing inside these rooms and experiencing it for yourself. I hope you enjoyed getting a little glimpse of teamLab BioVortex Kyoto with us. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We share our life as a military family stationed in Okinawa, along with our travels around Japan and some of the incredible places we've been able to experience while living overseas. Thank you so much for watching and coming along with us on our trip to Kyoto. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!